Anubis, your time in this world is over, mortal. Let us depart for the next. No, your choice is not yours. No, bad dog of death. Sit, bad, but I'm a good boy. That's it. Good boy. Who wants the stick? It is. I desire the stick. Fetch. Famous dog whisperer survives certain death. She's just so persuasive. Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Romance of the Three Kingdoms set during the Three Kingdoms. Vast industrialization of the Soviet Union. Built by Western capitalism plus American engineers plus Korzalodoma. 1800s medical community. After hearing Dr. Jon Snow's ridiculous theory, he suggested human shit in drinking water might cause diseases. Alright campers. Today we'll be heading over the top at the Somme. George III. In real life, I was universally loved by my people, never cheated on my wife in our 56 years of marriage, and heavily opposed slavery. George III. In media, I was an evil tyrant who went crazy after losing America. Portugal. In the 16th century, I have established colonies and trading routes in America, Africa, and Asia. Portugal today. Select language: Portuguese. A woman visiting a Turkish bathhouse. Eradication of smallpox. School bus. D-Day landing craft. Takes you to a fun place. Rough ride with people throwing up and praying for their lives. Excess of gunfire at the destination. For Americans. Nobody. Ottoman sultans. The Deep South voting for Democratic candidates with over 90% from 1877 to 1960s 1970s. I love democracy. Thinking cap. This is really a bad thing actually. Literal coolest thing ever. Belgium. When a world war starts. Chuckles. I'm in danger. Calvin. Calvin Klein. The British in 1917 killing 10,000 people in the biggest non-nuclear man-made explosion. Kaboom. Yes Reco. Kaboom. Firm. France surrender in Versailles. Firm. France surrender in the exactly same train wagon where the World War I armistice was signed. The Italian municipalities rebel. You cross the Alps and defeat the rebels. The German noblemen rebel. You go back to Germany and defeat the rebels. Found a completely military-based society. Claim to be the strongest Aryan army in history. Fight one war. Lose. Brazilians studying history between 1898 and 1930. Unsuspecting German tank. Soviet army cook with a rifle and ducking axe. German, Prussian and French officials to each other every couple decades. Well, how the turntables. Ghafen Emiri declares Sudan an Islamic state under Sharia law. Christian majority South Sudan. Rebels. Ghafen Emiri. The Idaho Department of Fish and Game to some beavers circa 1948. Do you want to fly? Point of view. Bullying. Okay. Not okay. Paraguayans be like, how could the Brazilians kill all those children in a Costanu? My brother in Christ. You sent them to fight on the battlefield. Chinese alchemists when they gave their emperor a dose of the so-called elixir of life, and it killed him. People from the Balkans. When talking about a neighboring Balkan country. Savages. Savages. Barely even human. World War II USS Enterprise coming home from another battle. What do you need, sir? I need guns. Lots of guns. Seleucids. Pontus. What are you doing in Asia Minor? Gauls. Mind your own business. Buzz Aldrin's life before the moon landing. My teacher willed in with this question. Question of the day. Happy Black History Month. Would you pick cotton for $200 per hour? What the duck? Neat watching from the afterlife seeing everyone claim he promoted nihilism. I'm the most disputed territory ever. No, I am. Amateurs. What was that? Punk? Amateurs. Swears in the name of the Buddha. Converts to Christianity. Yeah. This is big brain time. When Romans ruled Egypt, they forbade Egyptian lawyers from accessing Alexandra's courts because they used to laugh at Roman judges and their poor verdicts and make jokes and songs to defend political prisoners. Egyptians are twisted and bitter people with a sense of humor, said Roman poet Theocritus. You can't make a joke at court. Never thought I'd see Catholics educate their own children in our country. Wanna change that? Hell yeah. Battles of the Islamic expansion. Battle of Talis. Battle of Tours and Poitiers. When Rosalind said she'd marry me, I think that was the most exciting moment. I love you too. I have tried so hard to do right. When he went, the power and glory of the presidency went with him. The light has gone out of my life. Hard to swallow pills. French tanks were better than German ones and Major Nordline worked. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. The Spanish, after traveling all the way across the globe to avoid Muslims, only to find Muslims again in the Philippines. Maldito sea. Otra vez. Take down mammoth using pointy stick. Refine pointy stick to be pointer. Accidentally invent the best weapon for the next 500,000 years. Accidentally invent the best weapon for the next 500,000 years. God watching Abraham preparing to kill his son after telling him to do it as a prank. People look back fondly on my premiership. I made the USSR a superpower. I gave the USSR freedom. Con. Campaign 32. Henry Clay. Let's talk better mileage. Andrew Jackson. Kill the banks. Which message will resonate with voters? Which one is best, Korea? Japan after seeing their allies invade Poland. Thomas had never seen such bullshit before. American Steel. The Royal Navy. Spies and Intelligence Service. The entire force of the Commonwealth. Pissed off occupied countries. Operation Overlord. China. 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 What people think Adolf Eichmann was like? Welp, I'd better do what my superiors tell me to do. I have zero personal thoughts on what we are doing, but orders are orders. What he was really like? Welp, time for another glorious day full of mass murdering Jews. God, I love this ducking job. General Ross returning from burning the White House watching an American sharpshooter take aim. Some guy named Frank in Guam, 1898. Well, I guess I'm in charge now. Mon catch tape. I wonder where my people came from. Proceeds to travel thousands of miles across North America, seeing both oceans and meeting dozens of nations. A country with a democratic elected parliament that is trying to prosper. US and UK. Not on my watch. What I ordered on Wish. What I got. Justice Virgil A. Griffith of the Mississippi Supreme Court in 1936. You are accused of murder. This court finds you guilty, but goddamn the majority is stupid if they actually think the confessions are legitimate. Virgin Frederick William IV, King of Prussia. A crown from the gutter, disgraced by the stink of the revolution, defiled with dirt and mud. Chad Napoleon Bonaparte, Emperor of the French. I found the crown of France lying in the gutter, so I picked it up with my sword and the people placed it atop my head. The island of Bermuda just disappearing in 1997. Somewhere in America, 1519. Those damn Aztecs. I wish someone did something about them. We come in peace. Take us to your leaders. Tokyo, August 1945. You're standing in a burned out husk of a city. Have no fleet left. You're surrounded by the United States Navy. Your islands have been nuked twice. And then you learn the Soviets are wiping their asses with your request. to help you broker a peace deal. Sirs, this platform does not look very safe. It looks like it was built with extreme haste and the nails and woodworking are shoddy. John Coulter exploring Yellowstone. A ducking geyser. Duck. Some nutcase going on a rampage with an armored bulldozer because he couldn't dump his shit in the open. I have done nothing wrong, ever, in my life. Libertarians. I know this. And I love you. When I'm in a being positively compared to what came after me despite the fact that I caused a lot of it competition and my opponent is one of these guys. Campaign 72. I totally didn't tell my staff to infiltrate the DNC. Wink. We need guaranteed income for the poor. I'm Adolf Hitler, commander of the Third Reich. Which message will resonate with voters? Point of view. You just blew your head off with a shotgun and your guitarist just discovered your body. Most breakaway nations' relationships with their original country. You are wretched traitors who deserve nothing less than death. No. You are a tyrannical empire that needs to be overthrown. King George III and John Adams. We hate France, do you? Yes. Modern art. The CIA. The USSR. Surrender the city. Guzman the good. No. But we've got your son. I don't care. But that doesn't make any sense. We are going to kill him. Too bad. Here. Take my knife. Kitchener. After all, why not? The maddest skull. Why shouldn't I keep it? Me waiting for the Epic of Gilgamesh to be older than 20 years, so I can post about it. I'm really bad at math. Who would win? HMS Ocean Superior warship of British Empire. An ordinary Ottoman soldier. Mavhemia in pop culture. You have tread on your citizens for too long. I'm taking a stand. You foiled a nefarious plot. Mavhemia in real life. Hey man, let's talk this through like adults. God told me to destroy your house. Historically accurate Viking helmet will always be my favorite gender. This thrilling series reveals the shocking story of how fashion icon Christian Dior and his contemporaries including Coco Chanel, Pierre Balmain, and Cristobal Balenciaga navigated the horrors of World War II and launched modern fashion. Hugo Boss. Germany could have won if they insert unrealistic bullshit here. Nuked lol. Hawaii in the 1800s. Plantation owners, native workers, cheap labor, a shitload of Asian immigrants, cheap labor upgrade. Arkansas, Alabama, electing relatively pro-civil rights governors in th-40s and then electing the most notorious segregationist governors afterwards. Europe after 1492, the rest of the world. Tribes the English and French encountered first, building alliances between tribes, creating trade routes within the region, standardized currencies. Tribes the Spanish encountered first, blood for the blood god. The Crusades were regrettable, misguided, and an embarrassment to all rational Westerners today. Me, an intellectual. That's where you're wrong, kiddo. Put your hands up. Random dude. No, but I've got a tank. I don't care. That doesn't make any sense. Too bad. You wanna know how I got these borders? June 4th, 2004. Killdozer. Pope John Paul II denouncing Bush while accepting the Presidential Medal of Freedom. North Korea banning cell phones. Spain's dictator, Francisco Franco have returned. I hate you. You killed anarchist Catalonia. Welcome back Cordelo. Viva España. You lose re-election to G. Rover Cleveland. The economy crashes just after he takes office and you're popular again. Erwin Rommel taking leave for his wife's birthday. The Nazi forces in disarray because of D-Day. History. Rome fell in 476. Rome fell in 1453. The Grand Tetons are beautiful. Americans. The French. You guys want me as president? No. How about now? Still no. What about this time? No means no. The media. Avengers Infinity War is the most ambitious crossover in history. Me. Celts in Egypt. Someone during the reign of Henry II. What is the purpose of your visit? My lord. Our bishop has reduced our dinner by 3 dishes. You something about it. And how many dishes have you left? 10 my lord. 10? My court is satisfied with only 3 dishes. Oh. Tell your bishop that I will hang him by the balls if he does not reduce the number of your dishes to that of mine. Bill Slim and the Forgotten Army. Japanese army in Burma. So, are you like gay or something? What pride flag is that? Shortly after the Czech mercenaries relived the Malbork castle from a siege 1457. Yeah, very nice. Are you going to pay us? Oh thank god you made it in time. You don't. Yeah, about that. We kinda don't have money. Oh yeah, it's not problem. But we will pay you. Eventually. So it's not a problem, right? And sold the Malbork castle for 190,000 florians to Mr. King of Poland. The USSR beat the Nazis single-handedly. Anti-Nazi partisans. UK's air war, bombing campaigns, saboteurs in Europe and codebreakers. UK, US and Free France in the North African Front. US, UK fighting Nazi Germany and Italy. The Western Front. US supplying the USSR with 375,000 trucks, 14,000 aircraft, 7,000 tanks and 400,000 rifles among other supplies. The Crusades were all wasted failures except the first. The Norwegian Crusade, Albigensian Crusade, Sixth Crusade, Hospitaller Crusade in Rhodes, Holy League's triumphs over the Ottomans. The end of Spain's Reconquista. Weebs and city pop fans, Renaissance artists, classic anime celluloids, Greco-Roman marble statues, unknowingly incorporating features from old media caused by degradation over time into their own works, which inadvertently creates aesthetic choices not actually found in the original media they are paying homage to. How did actual goths look like? How does modern goths look like? How does modern descendants of actual goths look like? Mongol soldiers after seeing the Khwarezmian prince that they sold into slavery as a child after killing his whole family leading the Egyptian army at Ain Jalut. Please make me the 1876 Democratic nominee. No. Please make me the 1880 Democratic nominee. No. Please make me the 1884 Democratic nominee. No. Ryan M3M3lion. Me and my friend, playing Jenga until I get mad and knock over the tower. Everyone else at the construction site.